Hello everyone. I'm gonna do question number 14 one web assigned homework 8.4. So the first thing we have to know when we do the ratio test for series is the first thing, if the limit when n approaches to infinity, an plus 1 over an is equals to l less than l less than 1, the summation n is equals to 1 to infinity. So if l is less than 1, then we can say an is convergent. The second thing that we have to know is if the limit n approaches to infinity, absolute value of an plus 1 over an equals to l greater than 1, or l is equals to infinity, then the summation n is equals to 1 to infinity. We can say if l is greater than 1 or if l is infinity, then we can say an is divergent. The third thing that we have to know when you do the ratio test for series is if the limit n approaches to infinity, n plus 1 over an is equals to l is equals to 1. If l is equals to 1, then we cannot make any conclusion. Any conclusion. So that's the first question that we have on web assigned question number 14 is summation n is equals to 1 to infinity 2 over n cube. So let's say an is equals to 2 over n cube. So an plus 1 will be 2 over n plus 1 cube. Then absolute value of n plus 1 over an equals to 2 over n plus 1 cube times n cube over 2. So when we do this, it becomes 1 over n cube into 1 plus 1 over n cube is equals to 1 over 1 plus 1 over n cube. Then if the limit n is equals to infinity, n approaches to infinity, an plus 1 over an is equals to limit n approaches to infinity 1 over 1 plus 1 over n cube. Then you can, when you put this 1 over 1 plus 0 cube. So 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 over 1 is 1. So this becomes 1. So if L is equals to 1, as we said here, so we can say it is inconclusive. Is inconclusive. So the second question on letter B is the summation n is equals to 2 to infinity n over 4 the power of n. So let's say a n is equals to n over 4 the power of n. So a n plus 1 will be equals to n plus 1 over 4 the power of n plus 1. Then a n plus 1 over a n is equals to absolute value of n plus 1 over 4 the power of n plus 1 times 4 the power of n over n. So this one is equals to 1 over 4 times n plus 1 over n, and this one will be 1 over 4 n into 1 plus 1 over n over n, then 1 over 4 into 1 plus 1 over n. So this will be 1 over 4 into 1 plus 0. This will be 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 times 1 over 4 is 1 over 4. So this is less than 1. So if L is less than 1, so we can say this is convergent. Yeah, so on letter C, the question is summation n is equals to 3 to infinity negative 7 the power of n minus 1 over under radical n. So let's say an is equals to negative 7 the power of n minus 1 over under radical n. So an plus 1 will be negative 7 the power of n over n plus 1 under radical n plus 1. So negative 7 the power of n plus 1 is equals to negative 7 the power of n over under radical n plus 1. Then an plus 1 over an equals to negative 7 the power of n over root n plus 1 times root n over root root negative 7 the power of n minus 1. So this will be sorry, I'm running out of space, so is equals to negative 7 times root n over root n plus 1. So this will be negative 7 times root n over root n plus 1. This will be negative 7 times 1 over the radical 1 plus 1 over n. So this becomes 1 plus 0 is 1. It's 1. So this becomes negative 7 when you negative number is in absolute value. When take it out of an absolute value, it becomes positive. So 7 is greater than 1. So if L is greater than 1, we can say it is divergent.